Cricut Design Space is the application that you need to communicate with your Cricut. You can download it on your desktop, tablet, or your phone, and it's free. In this video, I'll be teaching you how to download Cricut Design Space on your computer following 4 simple steps. Let's go ahead and go over each of those. So first, you need to go to Cricut.com and click on Design. As you can see, a new tab will appear called Cricut Design Space. You need to go ahead and click on Download to download the software. So you just need to wait a few seconds until the software is downloaded. Once the software finishes downloading, you can see that now it's changed. If you double click on it, or if you click, it will start installing the software on your computer. You can see this window is telling us that it is installing, and then we need to wait a few seconds. It doesn't really take that much. It's coming along, and now you will see that a new window will open. So there it is. Once the installation is complete, it will look like this. So in here, you can do your product setup. Once I click on product setup, I'll be prompted to this window where it says select machine. I have a Cricut Maker, so I'm going to select Cricut Maker, and now I will create my Cricut ID. So the Cricut ID basically is just your email address, but you have to put in some extra information to be able to create your account or your ID. So you'll need to input your first name, your last name, the actual email you'll be using, which will be your Cricut ID, and that's what you will be using when you're signing, and then you have to create a password. Don't forget to select your country, and also check the mark which says that you agree with the terms of conditions and privacy policy once you read those. Once you're done, you can create your Cricut ID. Once you create your Cricut ID, you will be prompted to a few instructions. Basically, you need to know that the Cricut needs some clearing in the back of the machine to be able to introduce the material and then not have to hit the wall. So they are requiring us, or then asking us, to please leave at least 10 inches of clearance between the back of the Cricut machine, in my case a Cricut Maker, and the wall or whatever you have in the back of it. So you have to leave that space. Here the Cricut is showing you how to connect the cables that come with the machine. That's the power outlet, and then on the next slide or in the next image you will see that you have the USB cord that also comes with your machine. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into my machine to show you how to connect those. So here is the back of my Cricut machine. This is the Cricut Maker. This is the power that is going to be connected right here. The other side is connected to the outlet on the wall, and then you have a cable that comes with your Cricut machine that looks like this, and it has that USB cable. It's really a USB cable, and then you have this side that is connected right here. So we're just gonna go ahead and connect it, and then this side I'm going to plug it to my laptop. I am going to power it on. For that, I'm going to open it by lifting that top cover, and then I'm going to go ahead and click here on the power button to turn it on. So I'm done connecting all the power cables and the USB cord. I'm going to click continue. It's now finding machine updates. I'm going to click on update, and I'm going to click next. So that's it. It has been a successful installation. I've registered my Cricut Maker, and now we can go ahead and check out here the Cricut Access. It's a membership that you can get a lot of different things, including images and fonts that you can use for your projects. And you can start a free trial if you're creating a new account or if you're new to Cricut. And basically you can start the free trial for 30 days, or you can also not get it right now and just click no thanks. So the Cricut is giving you a few different options of cuts that you can do. Let's see, we have a total of 6 options we can choose from. I think I'm going to choose the bear. So let's go ahead and click next. And now it's giving me some instructions on how to prepare your material. So this cardstock will come with your machine. The blade comes inside the machine, and you've probably noticed when I was showing you how to turn on the Cricut earlier that the blade that is shown in this image was inside the Cricut. It was probably hard to see, but I'm going to show you right now once we start doing the practice cut. And I have another video showing you all the different blades and tips and replacement blades and option below with the link. Let's go to the next step, which will show me now how to place my material. Make sure that you place it all the way to the top, and I'll show you how to do that. Once I'm done loading the mat on the machine, I'm gonna go ahead and click that bottom that is shown in there. So let's go ahead and go to the machine and show you how to do all of this. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and place my material. I'm gonna introduce the mat. The mat is under these little white things. Let me zoom in. As you can see, it's under it. Actually, this is the blade housing and the blade is right there. You don't have to change anything here. And I have that other video I mentioned where I teach you all of that. So let me go ahead and simply go through the steps that we saw on the computer. And I'm gonna go ahead and click on this button that is flashing, by the way. So you just have to click there. Make sure you have your clearance in the back so that you have space against the wall so the mat will go through, and I'm about to show you. And so I think we're ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit that button. So to make the machine do the cut, now this button is flashing. That's the button that shows the C for Cricut. I'm gonna go ahead and click there, and that's like the go button. So the machine is done, and as you can see, it's flashing. So I'm gonna click there. There's your cut. So I'm going to remove the excess. And as you can see, there it is. You can just push the mat. Don't try to lift the actual material because you can bend it. So I'm just going to pull it very carefully. You can also use a spatula and things like that. And since this is a test, I'm not really worried about that. So as you can see, here it is. And wanted to show you that what I used for this project was actually some of these banners that they sell on Target dollar spot. You can just cut materials that you find on store like Target or Walmart, and then you can create very, very pretty designs. I wanted to show you very quickly that when you start working with Cricut Design Space, this is what it would look like. The product setup is slightly different from the actual process that you'll need to create your designs and to communicate with your machine. And I have a separate video, which is a tutorial for beginners to start creating your designs with your Cricut right away. You can leave me any questions that you have. You can also find me on social media, and I'll be able to communicate with you. If you want to message me, you can do that as well. So thank you for watching.